Imagine waking up to find an entire town completely empty. No signs of a struggle, no bodies, just hundreds of homes abandoned in total silence. This isn't a ghost story from a movie. This is Kuldhara. In 1825, over 500 villagers vanished from this very spot in a single night. And before they left, they laid down a curse that froze this place in time forever. To understand why they left, we have to look at who they were. Established in the 13th century, Kuldhara was the crown jewel of 84 prosperous villages inhabited by the Paliwal Brahmins. They weren't just farmers, they were brilliant agriculturalists and scientists. The desert miracle. The Paliwal Brahmins mastered a technique called gypsum layering. They identified underground rock formations that trapped moisture beneath the desert sand, allowing them to grow rich crops in the middle of the Thar Desert. They grew wealthy. They built beautiful multi-story homes. For centuries they thrived, until one man brought their entire civilization to its knees. Enter Salim Singh. He was the ruthless prime minister of the state, known for his cruelty and crushing taxes. Legend says Salim Singh visited Kuldhara and saw the village chief's beautiful daughter. Obsessed, he demanded her hand in marriage and gave the village a choice: hand her over by the next full moon, or face brutal tax rates and military ruin. To the Paliwal Brahmins, handing her over meant sacrificing their honor. But fighting Salim Singh meant death. So they chose a third option. On the night before the deadline, a secret council was called across all 84 villages. By sunrise, over 500 families packed what they could carry on their backs, slipped into the shadows of the desert, and disappeared. But they didn't just leave. As they took their final steps out of their homeland, the villagers cast a powerful collective curse. No one would ever be able to settle in Kuldhara again. Anyone who attempted to build a life here would meet a swift and terrible death. Paranormal investigators from across the globe have brought electromagnetic equipment into these ruins. They claim to have recorded sudden freezing drops in temperature, disembodied voices screaming in the night, and the faint dusty handprints of children appearing on the trunks of rental cars parked near the site. 2 centuries later, the curse still holds. Nearby villagers have tried to rebuild here, but report roofs mysteriously collapsing and unexplainable activity. Today, it sits under the protection of the Archaeological Survey of India, a protected monument of silence. To this day, no historical records show exactly where the Paliwal Brahmins went. They walked into the desert and vanished from the pages of history. No records exist of where they settled. They simply chose to become ghosts rather than slaves. If you stood among these crumbling walls as the shadows lengthen, would you trust the science or would you fear the curse?